My name's Scott Gothard, Electrical Services Coordinator for the RNTO. Been with the MTO for 4 years. The Electrical Services position in the RNTO is in charge of building and facilities, electrical maintenance, plus navigational aids, which coincides with compliance with Transport Canada. So Transport Canada has levels that we have to keep our navigational aids at our airport to stay in compliance. And with the navigational aids prevention program, it's twice a year we have to visit an airport, an electrician who's certified to do the checks, to document the checks for our QA. And so we have 27 northern airports that are air access only. 2 of them are road access. Pickle Lake and Armstrong being them. And then on top of that, we have a lot of maintenance issues that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. So travels anywhere from 6 days out of a month all the way up to, if we're running projects, you might be traveling every day, bouncing around between the central, north, and eastern regions. Our airports from Thunder Bay is the closest airport is about an hour and a half flight direct from Thunder Bay. And then when you get into a region, they're about 15 to 20 minutes apart. So I believe on an average day, the pilots have a 14-hour duty day. That's all they're allowed to fly. We can usually hit, with landing and takeoffs, I believe 6 to 8. 8's pushing it, but yeah, 6 airports in a day is pretty much a max for us. For example, the next couple of days on the trip that we're doing for building maintenance inspections, we're leaving Thunder Bay. We're headed to Fort Hope. It's about a 50-minute flight direct, and then Fort Hope we're going over to Lansdowne House, Niskandaga. Then from Lansdowne House we're headed up to Webequie, and these are all 15 to 20-minute flights. And then from Webequie we end up in Casablanca. From Casablanca, we're going to head back into Pickle and overnight in Pickle, and it's about a 45-minute flight from Casablanca to Pickle Lake. Then the following day, we're going to head out into the western region. We're going to hit about an hour flight to Round Lake. It's native name's Waigamo, First Nation community. From there, we're going to Kingfisher. It's about a 15-minute flight. From Kingfisher, we're heading over to Waterman. It's about another 15 to 20-minute flight. And then from Waterman, we're going to head down to Summer Beaver, which is one of our more interesting airports electrically. We run off-grid power there to power that airport. And then Summer Beaver back to Thunder Bay is about an hour flight. These trips that we're going on the next 2 days are we consider a bit of a luxury because they're a chartered service. So the plane is secured by the MTO, and we set up the routing, and it's direct flights. Most of the time, to be cost effective, we have to take scheduled flights. So for instance, with covering such a vast territory, we go to the east, which is the coastal region on the James Bay coast. Our trip is basically a day worth of travel to reach the airports. We leave Thunder Bay in the morning, fly a sched flight to Toronto, get a connector into Toronto, fly a sched flight back up to Timmins, and then in Timmins where we get the local carrier to go back up to the coast. So that's your Attawapiskat, Peawanuck, Szechuan, and Fort Albany. So it's a strong 12 to 14 hour day if you can get all your connectors in time and line them up just to reach these airports with all your gear, with your sleeping bags and your food and your tools and what have you. So our biggest challenge dealing with northern airports, I guess, would be the logistics of physically getting yourself there with all the tools that you need to complete an inspection or a job, right?